Good evening, everyone. It's a big day for college football players of the future, National Signing Day. Michigan Tech Huskies head coach Tom Curley announced 29 student athletes will join his program in the fall of 2016. 15 are on offense, 12 defense, and 2 are registered right now as athletes. 21 are from Michigan, 4 from the UP, and the other 8 are from Wisconsin. Curley says linemen were a key attraction.
This year we put a lot of emphasis on our offensive line. We signed 7 young people as offensive linemen. Then we also signed 4 defensive linemen. So I would guess you'd have to say that our 2 lines were special areas of emphasis. We also signed 5 wide receivers that we think will have a chance to play relatively quickly.
For the first time in quite a while, the Huskies did not sign any running backs. Here are Tech's 4 Upper Peninsula recruits. Westwood's Brandon Benda was a UP Class ABC special mention at linebacker. Ishpeming Zazie Corp is listed as an athlete. He was the UP Dream Team quarterback and led the Hematites to the Division VII state title last November. Corp was an honorable mention All-State by the Associated Press. Lake Linden-Hubbell's Lucas Klein is projected as a defensive lineman. Klein was a UP Class D first team defensive end and All-State first team by the Associated Press. And Ian McGinnis of Munising was a UP Dream Team defensive tackle and Associated Press first team lineman. He helped the Mustangs reach the Division VIII state final in 2014. Meanwhile, in Marquette, checking on NMU, Coach Chris Ostrowski announced 35 players will come to his school. 22 are from Michigan, 5 from the UP. 10 of the 35 are listed as defensive linemen, which also is a need for the Wildcats. Ostrowski says this group has a lot of leadership and accolades.
17 captains, 32 all-conference players, 25 all-state players, 7 state championships, an average GPA of the whole group at 2.95. Staff that just killed themselves getting out on the road and evaluating. Yeah, I'm happy to say the least. I'm excited. 5 outstanding local players from our region. Can't wait for practice to start this spring.
And the Wildcat spring practice begins Saturday, March 13th. Now here are the 5 UP recruits for the Wildcats. Defensive lineman Derek Crane of Sault Ste. Marie was an all-conference player for the Blue Devils. Munising's Brett Johnson was a UP Class D first team defensive end and part of the Mustang state runner-up team in 2014. Escanaba's Logan Lamb is listed as an athlete. He was a UP Class ABC first team running back for the Eskimos. Iron Mountain's Jacob Lefevre was a UP Class ABC honorable mention at defensive end. And Marquette quarterback Scott Tripp is listed as an athlete. He was a UP Class ABC honorable mention at quarterback. Other recruits to note that we have found out, St. Ignace's Gage Kresge is signed with Central Michigan University as a defensive back. He's a 2-time UP Defensive Player of the Year and All-State by the Associated Press. And Marquette's Patrick Burmeister is going to South Dakota State as a wide receiver. Burmeister was a UP Dream Team wideout. Basketball scoreboard tonight. Hey, the Finlandia women win their first game of the year. Nice job, ladies. 66-39 over Mount Mary. Ontonoggin's Brooke Tureen had 16. Nagaunie's Michaela Hackala had 15 points. And Julia Davatilla of Dollar Bay had a double-double of 14 and 13 rebounds. Elsewhere, Gogebic Community College, a pair of 9-point wins over Wisconsin Superior's JVs. On the men's side, 5 players in double figures. Marcus Watson had 17. High school basketball, Mike Graves had 29 for Munising, but Bark River Harris had better balance, led by Ryan Arndt. Broncos win 57-49. In the Eastern UP, Pickford 71, Rudyard 50, and St. Ignace over Cedarville 72-55. All kinds of information is available on our website at uppermichigansource.com. The Battle of Delta County Wrestling tonight. Your winner Gladstone over Escanaba 49-24.
All right, thanks a lot, Mike.